candy." "Well," said Hansel, "this is a turn-up for the books." Gretel kicked at the tree in frustration. "Go on, they promised us gingerbread, those kids." "Maybe it's red gingerbread," Hansel suggested hopefully, "or that strawberry stuff, like licorice strips, only strawberry." His sister grunted sceptically. "What was it they said we had to do?" "We had to go in and be pathetic," they said. "Then the old lady would let us eat the furniture or something." "What are we going to do that's pathetic?" "I don't know. You're the one with what the teacher said was uncontrollable imagination." Gretel sat down and thought about it for a bit. She chewed her lip and looked up into the branches for inspiration. A squirrel barked at her and dropped something on her head. "OK, I've got it. Our parents, no, our dad and our evil stepmum took us out in the wood and left us there to starve to death," she finished in lusciously sepulchral tones. "Why would they do that then?" asked Hansel, thinking of his daft dad and cuddly stepmother. "'Cause there's not enough food for us and them and our baby brother, our half-baby brother, their evil spawn." "What, little Karlchen?" Gretel sometimes found her brother exasperating, so he could mend things, but he couldn't imagine things. Still, everyone has a cross to bear. "Just pretend, Hansel, just pretend. Look at it this way. According to those kids, she's a blind old ninny, and we can pinch some, I don't know, barley sugar candlesticks or something and take them home for Karlchen to chew on." Hansel looked doubtful. "Isn't that lying?" "No," snapped Gretel, exasperated. "It's pretending. It's different. Sort of. Sometimes. Anyway, do you want sweets or not?" Sweets were in short supply at their house. Pretty much everything was except work, which they had escaped today simply by running off when their stepmother was preoccupied with the baby. They inched up there to the house. It was resolutely red, not gingerbread. No candy canes round the door, no licorice tiles. Hansel attempted a lick of the wall while Gretel knocked with the wrapper. It was definitely not strawberry. He spat out resin and paint and a couple of ants. The door opened with an ominous creak. Inside was darkness except for a glow coming from the fireplace and round the edges of the opening to a small iron oven. Come to think of it, why hadn't those kids, if there was all these sweets to be had, why hadn't they eaten them all? Why had they told about it? They could have kept it secret and been munching on sofas and beds and tables for months. It was a big old house. Why had they been so keen to tell younger kids all about it? "Come in, little children," said a croaky voice. "You look tired and hungry. I might have something for you." Hansel looked at Gretel, and Gretel looked at Hansel. Simultaneously they whispered, "Leg it!" turned and ran for home. "You're going to have to think up some excuse for why we didn't do our chores like we were supposed to," gasped Hansel as they ran. "I'm working on it," panted Gretel. The door squeaked open a little wider. A young plump woman came out, watched the two children run away, and shrugged. Then she coughed and put a hand to her throat. She'd be really glad when this laryngitis was gone, and closing the shrieking door, she'd be really, really glad when Johannes oiled those flipping hinges. But what she'd mostly be glad of was when she finally found out why all these small children kept turning up, knocking on her door, and then running away.